have two groups of muscles. We have phasic and tonic. Tonic muscles are the ones that get tight as we age. For us, that's our pecs. Okay, so I'm going to show you a pec stretch, hamstrings and calves. Those are the areas we have to watch along with the hip flexors. So I'm going to show you all those stretches. You can do them within a matter of 2 minutes. The second thing, the phasic muscles are the muscles that atrophy or shrink or get weaker as we age. We need to fight to keep those muscles up. Those for us are our mid-back. So I'm going to show you something for that. Our triceps, so the muscles on the back of the arms, and the glutes. The glutes will get very weak, but the glutes are your powerhouse. They're everything when it comes to power and strength. So I'm going to show you some stuff you can do at home to keep the tight muscles loose and to build up the muscles that shrink and get weaker as we age. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me at kyle@newellstrength.com. Enjoy. So the first stretch I want to show you is for the hip flexor. Your hip flexor attaches from the front of your hip, it crosses your hip and attaches to the lower spine. So when that's short and tight, it's going to literally yank down on your back. Very, very tight from sitting all day on most people. The way you're going to do this, if you look at my feet, the back toe is going to be pointed towards the front heel. Okay? My feet have to be about 2.5 feet apart roughly. So I'm going to get a prying effect. I push that hip forward, I squeeze that butt, that glute. I put the same side arm up and I lean away from it. That's really important. If you lean towards it, you're not going to be able to get the stretch because it attaches to your spine. So you got to lean away from it. And I would do 10 deep breaths at this point. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And then you would do the other side. So that's the first stretch. Second stretch. You can use a doorway or a TRX strap. I'm going to recommend you get one of these because you're going to use it for part of the workout as well. What you're going to do with this, for the chest stretch, you just take a handle in each hand. You're going to walk your feet back. You're going to lean forward. And you're going to notice my arms are stretching too. So one of the other muscle groups I didn't mention in the intro is that your biceps are going to get really short and tight as you get older. So this one, I can rotate my hands, but you're going to be stretching your chest and your bicep. If you need more of a stretch, you walk those feet back more. So you have a nice forward lean. Again, at home, you can do this. So we stretch the bicep, the chest, and the hip flexor so far. So for the workout portion, in the PDF that comes with this, you'll have the reps and sets that I want you to do. Again, this is for efficiency. It's going to take you 20 to 25 minutes. You're going to build muscle, you're going to get your joints nice and loose, you're going to get those tight muscles nice and loose, and you're going to lose fat. For fat loss, at the end of your workout, what you can do is a jump rope. I'm not going to demonstrate this. If you don't know how to do it, it's not something I can really teach you on a video. But you'll have how many minutes I want you to go for. Probably do about a minute on, minute off. We'll build up to that. It's a jump rope for fat loss. Now, the muscles that get weak and shrink as we age, I said the glutes are a big part of that. One of the major muscle groups that will shrink. So we want to do a goblet squat. First thing I'm going to demonstrate is just a body weight squat. If you look at my feet, okay, my toes are going to be angled out slightly, a little wider in shoulder width. I should be able to come all the way down while keeping my heels flat on the ground, and I can pry my legs open. If you can't get in this position, don't use weight. You can just do body weight. But the key here is, as your butt gets lower than your knee, when you come up, that's where you're going to activate the glutes and build them back up. Okay, so you got to be in this position, feet flat. The way you would do one of the reps is your kettlebell, and I'll put a link where you should get this, is upside down on the chest. Okay? When I come down, my elbows are coming inside my legs, heels are flat, and then I come back up. So I'll demonstrate one more. And by the way, if you have bad knees, this is the best way to squat. If you look at my knees, I don't know if you can see it on the video, both completely reconstructed, and I'm fine doing that. So that's a goblet squat. Next thing, the mid-back. Those muscles get short, they shrink, and they atrophy, and they get weak as we get older. So with your TRX strap that you did your chest stretch with, you can do two things under here. You can do a row. So the further in you walk your feet, the harder it's going to be. So I'll demonstrate one of them first. Notice my hand position. I'm here. I rotate as I come up. I hold for 2 seconds. then I'm back down. You never want to see slack in the strap like that. We don't want to see that. It's control, up, hold, squeeze, back down. So you do that. You're also going to have something called a bat wing. What you're going to do on this is you're going to row up, and you're going to hold for a specified amount of time. Really build up that mid-back. So you have inverse rows and bat wings. The next exercise, you can do right here on the walkway. You can do this out in the street. You would take your weight, great conditioning, great fat loss. If you only have one, you're going to do what's called a suitcase carry. You're literally just going to walk with this. You don't want to pin it on the leg. Keep it a little bit away from the leg. You're going to walk, go to specified distance. We have a short area inside the fence. And then walk some more. I'll put the distance. Usually at Newell Strength, we do these for about 30 yards. Last thing, which you've all been exposed to before, is a push-up. I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. It's going to build up the triceps and the pecs, but more so the triceps is why we're doing this. So when you do this, you're going to have your fingers pointed straight ahead, thumbs facing each other. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to corkscrew my arms so my elbows are pointed straight ahead. So I would be here, thumbs facing each other, corkscrew my arms so elbows are straight ahead. So when I come down, my arms are about 45 degrees to my body. The common mistake that you're going to see is arms way out here, elbows flaring. It's putting your shoulders in a bad position. You're not hitting the triceps, which is the main thing we're trying to hit, and much harder to do. So corkscrew the arms. We'll build up in reps on this. Those are the exercises. Very basic. You're going to do them in a circuit fashion. But you're going to be hitting all the muscle groups you need to hit. You're going to be stretching everything you need to stretch. If you have any questions, shoot them to me at Kyle@newellstrength.com. This is a rumble roller. I'm going to show you how to roll out a few key areas that get short and tight. You don't have to use one of these though, guys. This is a little more advanced, probably about 60 bucks. You can get PVC pipe from Lowe's or Home Depot, or you can get a softer foam roller. Very effective though at kind of getting into those short and tight muscles. As you can see, again, I'm doing this all at home. This is one of my son's rooms. You don't have to be at a fancy gym to do this stuff. That's kind of the whole point of this. So first thing I'm going to show you is how to roll out the glutes. So although the glutes were more concerned with them shrinking and getting weak, we want to keep them loose as well. They're going to get very tight from sitting and not having proper hip mobility. So on this, you would take one leg, you cross it up. Whatever leg is up, notice where my ankle is on my knee, you're leaning that way. You want to roll the stretched area when you're doing the glutes. So I would roll, I'd get about 15 to 30 rolls. Very simple. Okay, so that's my left side, then I would do the other side. Now the hamstrings, rather than stretching the hamstrings, this is much more effective. You're going to put them on the roller, you're going to lift up, okay, and you're going to roll the hamstrings up and down. That's it. These guys get short and tight as we get older. So very important to do this. And lastly, you're going to hit the calves and Achilles. Same thing. Put them on the roller. You're going to lift up. Apply as much pressure as you can. You're just going to roll up and down those guys. So if you do this, the rolling and the stretching is going to take you no more than 5 minutes. The workout, I'm going to keep it around 20 minutes for you. So you have a 25-minute workout you could do a couple times a week at home. So you can't make the excuse anymore. You don't have time or you don't know what to do. You're doing everything properly with the correct form that I showed you. You're also going to have the nutrition component that I'm sending you, or you already have. And that's it. It's going to kind of take away all the excuses you may have, not knowing what to do to get started, not having the equipment, very minimal equipment. If you have any questions, shoot them to me at Kyle@newellstrength.com, and I'll be happy to help you.